So last lesson we looked at life processes, and we used this way of remembering Mrs. Gren. There's Mrs. Gren just there. So what we're saying is that all living things, they move, they reproduce, they have sensitivity, they grow, they respire, they undergo excretion, which means they get rid of waste, and they eat, or they get nutrients into their body, right? So movement's fairly straightforward, just moving. Okay, actually, plants do move as well. Technically, they move in the direction of the sun, and their roots go down. So we can kind of say that's like movement. Um, Reproduction, again, plants reproduce because they make other plants. So that's reproducing. Sensitivity, well, sensitivity is sensing things. So light, temperature, touch. Well, many things. There are lots of different things you could sense, and plants do sense light, and they grow towards the light, so they know where the light is, and so they are sensitive to that. Some plants can sense touch. So, for example, Venus flytraps. When you touch a part of the plant, it closes up. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So if a wasp or a fly landed in a Venus flytrap, then it would close up, right? So yeah, so yeah, so it would have to touch a particular part of it, yeah. So, but the point is, plants have sensitivity too. Growth, well, we know plants grow, so that's that one ticked. So we got the first four ticked. Respiration, we'll look at in a bit more detail, but just in a nutshell, it just means that it uses oxygen and glucose, which is a type of sugar, and they react it together to make. Sorry, react it together to make energy. They produce energy out of these things. So plants do that. So do humans. So do all living things. Excretion means they get rid of waste. So plants get rid of waste. Now, one of the waste products of plants is, well, so they use photosynthesis, which we'll look at later on, and there's waste products from that. But we know all animals need to go to the toilet, right? So that's what excretion is. But plants also get rid of waste as well. So that's that box ticked. And then there's nutrition. Nutrition is just essentially, it's a bit like eating, really. We need to eat, and we get nutrients in our body like that. And that's what nutrition is. Plants actually produce their own food, and then that ticks that box too. So photosynthesis is using the sunlight, the energy from the sun, to actually make their own food, and that is kept inside them for them to then use up later on. So that's those are the seven things, the seven life processes. So all living things should do all these things here.